Alright guys, it's another day. Last night I did not get finished building the other side of the tube work, but I came out here today and finished it up. And then I started mounting the shocks. So check it out. That is the back of the Comanche. It's yet to be determined if I'm going to put part of the bed sides back on there. I think it might be cool to cut them out and just have them like hanging off of that bar so that it kind of looks like there's a bed back there. If so, that'll be down the road a little bit. But yeah, getting this bar to match that other bar was very difficult. And then I went to go cut it. I needed just to take 1/4 of an inch off, and you can see right there the blade on my saw broke, and when it did, it just carved out a nice huge chunk out of there. So it is what it is. This stuff is $6.50 a foot, so I'm not about to remake a whole nother, what is that? That was 60 inches. I've used way more tube than I thought I would when I started. But the shocks look good. I found, let me show you on this side. The mounts on the bottom, I'd like them to be forward more so that these shocks lean more like this. But I could hack them off and re-weld them, but what I did was I just found out, I mounted it up the bottom, and then I rotated it till it locked on this side, and I made a mark, and then I rotated it till it locked on this side, and I made a mark, and then I halved the distance. That way, those bushings on the bottom here won't bind up whenever it flexes out. And I'm not super happy about this. This is kind of an angle. I could probably cut a little more out of this bracket and straighten that up, which would make me happier, but I don't know if I want to take the time to do that or not. I'll probably plate over this and have a little triangle maybe coming up here to support that, because right now when you hit a hard bump or something, it's kind of forcing these brackets to want to pivot this way, since the shock is coming up here in a straight line, and then the brackets kind of go off this way. I didn't realize that until after I had tacked both sides up, and then I noticed that. And then these, the reservoirs, I'd really like them down here, but I imagine I'll probably put some sort of storage or something down there. So I think I'll just put them right up here along that bar, and then it'll be easy for me to get to it when I need to add nitrogen. So that's where I'm at right now. What else? I thought maybe we could put a little bumper in there. That would be cool. It's probably 24 inches wide. I don't know. Just a thought. Anything, other updates? I don't think so. My transmission's supposed to come in today, so I'm debating what I should do next. I don't really have anything up front that I need to be doing until that comes in, I don't think. I could start working on the cage top right there, coming across with the bar there, and then on the front, and then the windshield wipers and the X on top if I'm going to do that. And I'm going to need something, obviously, to go right across here. Otherwise, I think the back is I wouldn't say close to done, but it's operational. If I wanted to go take it for a ride like this, I could, if I had a motor in there, of course. I need to put the other set of springs in there, but I'd like to flex it out. I just can't do that right now because the front is on jack stands and it'll fall over. Next up, I want to put the motor inside, and then that'll kind of let me build the suspension up front, because I don't want to weld that all in and then realize that the oil pan's going to hit right there or something like that. So I'm just waiting on that transmission. And then I got some stuff from Advanced Adapters. They're going to send me a bunch of adapters, I guess. That's fitting. They're going to send me adapters to fit that automatic TH400 to this Atlas, which was built for a manual transmission. So the output, the input shaft is a little different, and a few other things that I'll need to convert between the two. I'll need to get a flywheel. I think that comes with the Advanced Adapters kit, and a few other adapters. Let's see, like this. They made this adapter right here, which takes the NP435 to the Atlas, but that adapter is not going to work with the new transmission, so they've got that coming for me. And once I get that done, or once I get that in, I will show you that. Right now, though, I need to take some time to clean up. I broke my rule this morning. I came in and started working without cleaning up, and as I mentioned in a previous video, that really messes things up, because then you're tripping all over all your tools and you got wires and cords everywhere, and it really slows everything down. So, oh, one other thing I wanted to tell you. I've got this, I use these the sanding disc thing a lot, and I bought some cheap ones. Where did they go? Whatever you do, do not buy these on Amazon. These last about 5 minutes compared to these Delta ones that I bought that last, the last one, I don't know how long I've had it on there, months. Of course, I haven't used it that much until recently, but it lasted me at least a good, 2 weeks worth of solid grinding on that thing every day. But anyway, I'm not promoting them or anything. I'm just saying that there's a huge difference between these cheapo ones and those. Those are way more expensive. They're like $10 or $12 each. But man, do they last a lot longer than those cheapo ones. I literally put a piece of metal up here in the first time on a new one, on the cheap ones, and it just ripped it to shreds. In fact, here it is in the trash can. That's what happened after, this was 1 day worth of use, and it was just completely gone. And here's the other one after a month of use, and it's still intact. I buy them from Delta, but they're actually made by Deerfoss, XA167. If any of you know where I can buy those direct, let me know, because I'm sure Delta marks them up premium. But if I could just buy those directly from Deerfoss, that would be awesome. I keep thinking of new things to tell you guys. So a lot of you have asked in the past about these ryobi grinders that I use, and this one finally gave up the ghost. Super sad about that, because now I have to keep switching between the other one. But it did a good job. It did a really great job for years. Who knows? I probably had this thing 5 years. Used it for grinding all that time. I think it's just the brushes. And I want to say I have some brushes from somewhere, or somewhere in here, if I can figure out where I put them. Maybe I can rebuild it. But also, this thing is working good still. I've been using it quite a lot. It is still cutting good, so I'll give it another month and see how it goes. That seems pretty dangerous. Alright, well, it's a little cleaner now anyway. Now I need to go get some lunch, because I'm about to pass out. I wish there was just like a granola bar or something you could eat for lunch, and it would fill you up and give you all the nutrients you needed for the rest of the day or whatever. It's kind of ironic. Whenever you're working for the man, lunch break is awesome. You're like, yeah, I don't have to work for a whole hour. I get to go do whatever I want. I get to eat some food. When you're working on your own, it's like lunch break is an hour out of, well, not an hour. I usually take, 20 minutes or whatever. But it's 20 minutes out of the day that you don't get something accomplished, and it feels like a waste of time. Anyway, that's my thoughts.